back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. Today I'm here to share with you guys a diamond painting that came to Diamond Art Club this past Saturday, which was June 14th, 2025. Unfortunately, it didn't get here on time for it to be an official sneak peek, but it's here now, so I'm still going to share it with you guys. This is Cheetah by Patrick LaMontagne. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I have completed a couple kits by this artist and I always struggle with the last name, so apologies for that. This one is a 73.8 centimeter by 55.6 centimeter, or a 29 inch by 22 inch. It's a round drill diamond painting with 54 colors. 2 of those are ABs and 3 of them are fairy dust drills. So I think this is going to be a really neat diamond painting. I can't wait to take a look at it. So let's go ahead and get into this so we can see it. I feel like one of my light bulbs is going somewhere. I'm not sure if that's picking up on camera. If it is, I apologize for that. It's like happening every once in a while. Maybe it's just my eyes. Anyway, we do have the Diamond Art Club toolkit. In here we have the Diamond Art Club pen, which is preloaded with a clear wax in the single placer. If you twist this, it will dispense some clear wax for you in here to single place with. And then on the other side, we do have a thin 4-placer. We also have a pack of baggies. We have the Diamond Art Club branded tray with the sliding lid and the stopper. This is the larger tray. And then inside we have an extra brick of the clear wax that's in the single placer. We also have a heart-shaped pink wax, and we have a thin 7-placer. That is our toolkit. That is standard across most Diamond Art Club products. There are some of their smaller items that I haven't tried yet, so I can't for certain tell you that it's the same, but I do believe it is consistent across all of their items. We have our thank you envelope, and inside of here we have the Treasure Quest card. This one, ooh, I got another gold. I got a gold one when I unboxed the other day as well. Exciting. They do tell you on the back what color the card is, which I very much appreciate. I struggle with with the cards. And then we have our sticker sheet. So here's the image. Absolutely love this one. If you are a regular on my channel, you know that I love diamond paintings of cats. Cats of all sizes. So this one I was very excited to receive. We have a lot of browns and yellowy gold type colors, so it's going to be a very neutral color palette. We will take a look at that in a second. I will show you all the drills as I pull out the specials so we can talk about where those go. So 54 colors, 2 ABs, and 3 fairy dust drills. I can't wait. Let's get into it. Like I mentioned, I have completed 2 other kits by this artist, which turned out amazing. So I have no doubt that this one is going to be awesome once completed. I don't quite know when I would work on this one, but I definitely foresee myself doing that at some point in the future. So keep an eye on the channel if you want to see this one completed. But I'm just going to roll it backwards so I can get it to lay a little bit flatter, so we can look at it a bit easier. Since Diamond Art Club uses poured glue, this is a canvas and an adhesive that you can roll backwards without fear of anything happening, which is great. And eventually the diamond paintings do just lay flat from Diamond Art Club, but for the sake of filming, it's easier for me to kind of help it along a little bit, which is why I rolled it backwards. Wow, look at that face. Look at how big this face is. This is so cool. I cannot, like, to boop the snoot. It's like almost the size of my entire hand. Wow, what a cool diamond painting. I'm gonna move the lights around a little bit, so hopefully you don't get as much glare, but this is so cool. Wow. I love this. I feel like the color palette gives very fall vibes, so maybe this is a kit I could potentially pull out as we get closer to fall. But this is beautiful. Wow. What a cool kit. So this diamond painting does have the perforated sections, of course, and it also has the gray guidelines. It seems like Diamond Art Club is starting to transition away from the really bright pink guidelines, and they're going to this lighter gray, which I like. It kind of blends in a little bit more. It doesn't make it as obvious, but it still helps you find the perforated line for your section. Really, wow, this is such a cool diamond painting. I'm seeing a ton of color blocking. A lot of the background looks to be 310, but there's also a bunch of like dark browns and stuff. So I think this is going to be a pretty good mix of color blocking and confetti. I think you'll move through the background fairly quickly, but the actual cheetah might have some areas of confetti. But this is like, I can't get over the face. It's so cool. All right, so I will give you guys a look at the drills as I pull out the special drills so we can talk about where those are on the canvas. Like I mentioned, we're gonna have a ton of these like orangey brown type of colors, so it might not be a super interesting lineup of drills, not a lot of diversity there, but I think once they all come together on the canvas, it's going to be absolutely amazing. So we have our first AB, which is 436. I will put that off to the side. And I will let you know how many bags of colors we have. I feel like there's going to be a pretty decent amount of some dark browns and black. So I will let you know as we go through. So to start, we have 2 bags of 3371. We have 4 bags of 310, which is black. We have 2 bags of 938. Lots of browns. Some single bags. And then we have 3 bags of 898, which is a darker brown. We have 2 bags of 801. Some more single bags here, some lighter browns and orangey type of colors. We have our first fairy dust drill, which is 729. Some smaller bags here. So again, lots of neutrally orangey brown type of shades. Kind of like a monochromatic type of color palette for this one. But again, I think it's going to look really cool once it all comes together on the canvas. Here is another fairy dust drill. Again, some more small bags here. Hoping I didn't miss any of our specials. Oh no, they're at the end here. We have a yellow fairy dust drill, which is my favorite. And then we have an orange AB. I think that was everything. Let me double check here. Yes, 2 ABs and 3 fairy dust drills. I apologize for the abrupt ending of that last clip. I actually got a phone call. I didn't realize I forgot to set my phone to do not disturb, so I apologize for that. But while I was on that phone call, I took the liberty to track down some of the special drills. So hopefully that will help us kind of speed this along just a little bit. So first up, we have AB 436, which is this kind of like caramel color AB, which is really pretty actually. The coating on this one looks really cool on top of that color. And it is the half blacked out square. And I found this one down in the spots of the cheetah in this bottom right-hand corner here. I didn't find any up top in the face. It seems like it's mostly in this bottom area, which I think is going to look really neat. Not a huge bag, but, you know, a decent amount of ABs there. Then we have 741, which is this orange AB. And I only found this in the eyes. So there's like a yellow color and then there's an orange as the outline of the eye. And that is where I saw this 741 AB. There's not a ton, but I didn't find it anywhere else on the canvas. Doesn't mean I'm not missing it, but the eyes are the only place that I saw that. Then we have Fairy Dust 444, which is the blacked out square, and it is the really pretty yellow shade. And this one I found in the eyes as well. So where I mentioned there's like a line of yellow and then the orange, the yellow area is that Fairy Dust drill, which I love when Fairy Dust drills and ABs are right next to each other. I think they just work so well together. And then I did find that in a few other places. So there's just a few on the forehead here of the yellow AB, and then kind of moving down like the bridge of the nose. And then there's just a couple right here where these whiskers start. Just a few of that yellow Fairy Dust gel. So again, it's not a huge bag, but I think they're gonna look really pretty on the canvas. Then we have 729, which is this Fairy Dust drill. Kind of similar in color, maybe a little bit more orange to that first AB that I showed you. This is the double forward slash on the canvas. And I found this one in some interesting spots actually. So on the left side of the cheetah, these actually make up the whiskers, which is interesting to me because the left side of the whiskers have a Fairy Dust drill, but the right side don't. So very interesting. And then I also found some of this underneath the eye area on the left side. And also there's some in the ears as well. And then our final Fairy Dust drill is 3855. This one is the anchor symbol on the canvas. This one was actually a little bit hard to find, but I see it on the left side of the whiskers again, kind of like where the whisker meets the actual fur of the cheetah. And then I also found some under the eye on the left side. I didn't see it anywhere else. Am I missing it? Maybe, but those are the spots that I saw that one. This is such a cool diamond painting. It's just like such a striking image. Like I've mentioned a couple of times, I think in this video, I have completed 2 other kits by this artist, and I just love the realistic style artwork, and I think that Diamond Art Club does a really great job of rendering this artwork. So very excited to get to this one. I don't quite know when I will get to it, but it's definitely on my list, and I would love to complete this one at some point this year. We'll see if that happens, but what a beautiful, absolutely like stunning diamond painting. It is really pretty, amazing artwork by this artist, and like I said, I can't wait to see this one finished. So let me know in the comments if you picked this one up during this past weekend's release. Again, sorry that I couldn't get this one out to you guys before the release, but you know, mail and all that fun stuff. So that's gonna do it for today's first look. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.